I'm a little too lazy to use a green screen for this one. So I've been asked a couple times lately on my favorite ways to make sub basses. And I decided to make a really short and simple video on my 2 favorite ways to do that. Now, if I'm making harder music, I typically use Vital and go in for this squarish sine wave thing. It's the second notch of the basic shapes waveform. And it just gives pretty much any bass that I write for this kind of wonky style of bass a really good solid foundation. Now if you're listening to this on the phone, you're not going to be hearing anything, but all I do is take this wave and I send it through a distortion, which in this case is the overdrive on the kilohertz distortion, brought up about 10 decibels, and then kind of just cut it off at 35 hertz and curve it down right here, going to, I would say this is about 280. So I'm just keeping the higher frequencies to kind of give it that grid on top, but curving it down so it doesn't really mess with my other instruments. And then I just limit it a bit. But you can limit it even more to get kind of a flatter, thicker sound. Something else I do is I always throw an LFO for whatever my bass shapes are on the level. If you watched Mr. Bill's videos on Copycat's sub, this is essentially using that idea that the longer an amplitude goes, the louder the sound will be. And that's why it's super cool that Vital has this super squarey sine wave right here. And in my opinion, this is one of the better waveforms to use on a sub. Now for chill songs or more lo-fi-esque basses, I love the triangle wave. Whoa. And I didn't put it through anything here, but here you can see I threw a blood overdrive at about 0.4 and just limited it. I left a lot of room for higher frequencies in this. Just make sure you sidechain it really well. And then I limited it, like the crud out of it. And it just sounds super clean, super nice, and has just a very good texture to it. Since these sounds aren't going to be going into the Patreon folder, I'm going to be uploading a couple sounds into the January Serum folder that I have yet to create, because I've been kind of skimping on uploading presets lately and I feel kind of bad. So I'm going to be uploading 2 random sounds that I haven't shown before into the Serum presets. And on top of that, tomorrow I'm going to be making a video on how to layer neuro bass in Vital. So I'll go ahead and upload the sounds for that today. You can go ahead and try to play around with them, but it might not make too much sense. It's going to wrap it up for these 2 sub basses. Super simple, super easy, just kind of a did you know kind of thing for people that might not have known that. Some of you are already like, I already knew how to make a good sub bass, I didn't really need this video. Then I'm sorry, but I need to make beginner videos sometimes. Consider following me on Patreon. For just $3, you can get access to every single preset that I've made, plus a bunch of extras you haven't seen behind the scenes. If you want to just pay the $3 and dip, there's no obligation. You can get access to everything I've created so far for just $3. I also have a Discord community where we can talk, drop samples, presets, and other cool things. Go ahead and come in and drop your music and see what other people have to say. Thanks for watching, have a good day.